Wheel of Mystery podcast. Episode, I don't even know anymore. 10. Okay, here we go. As you know. 11. Whatever. As you know, how this podcast works, if you've never been here before. If you have been here before, you know how this works. But if you haven't been here before, we spin a wheel, it says a topic, and then we just talk about that topic a little bit. For an hour.
Make sure to like, comment, and smash the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell.
Correct.
Let's get back to the video. Gang. I'll follow. Ooh, okay. Cool birthday parties. Now, I actually have something really cool on this topic now. So, when I was little, I was 9, right? My grandparents put in like a ticket into this random what do they call it? Not an auction. What's the thing called when you put like a raffle? And they happened to win the prize for a party at a fire station. And this one was the Fort Worth fire station, right? So I got to have my 10th birthday party at the Fort Worth fire station. Now, as a 10-year-old kid, this was pretty cool, just being able to go to a fire station. Excuse me. But my mom went all out for it. So apparently at this fire station, they had a gym, apparently, like a basketball court inside their fire station. And there's a whole bunch of games set up, and you could go down the fire pole. They even showed us these robots. They had like these little, I don't want to say like cars, but there's like a robot with wheels that you could they could send in with a remote control into fires. And they were driving it around, showing us how they worked it and stuff like that. So not only did we get to go to the fire station for a party, but the firefighters were there too. It was pretty cool as a 10-year-old kid. That was amazing.
Anyone else top that? Because I can't.
It's okay, guys. Not everybody's as cool as me, but you don't have to top that. I was just starting us up high, so you could just say whatever you want. You don't have to do it better because I know nobody can, so it's fine.
Wow. So literally, no one can do better than that. I don't think I've had a cool birthday party in my life.
I'm telling your parents that you said that.
I went to a coffee shop once.
You tell me you never had a party you thought was cool.
We walked around the city this one time.
I feel bad for you, man. You gotta make your next birthday party interesting. Like, go to like an arcade or something like that, or like do something. Bro's like, oh, I took a walk around our neighborhood, guys. That was an amazing birthday party.
Yeah.
Abdallah, I know you've had birthday parties. You're 14.
I do have. I'm 15.
Oh,
I don't think.
Close enough.
Yeah. Birthday parties. I don't know. I can't really remember much. I don't know how, but I cannot. I had a Thomas birthday party when I was like 5. That because I was really into Thomas.
Yeah, I think I had that one too, and I had a Batman.
I went to this. My family went to this place called Meow Wolf. That was pretty cool.
What's that about? I've never heard of that before.
It's basically like a drug trip.
Yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, is it that place where it has like multiple different rooms
Yes.
that are weird?
Yeah.
You went on a trip about drugs?
Oh.
No,
I heard drug
it's
trip.
like it's basically this entire. Everything is pink and like green. It's all neon, vibrant colors. But it was
So-
very cool.
Oh, I
Is
thought
it that one where you open a fridge and it like leads to a whole nother room?
Yeah.
I thought when you said drug trip, I thought I was like, did your
Is
parents
it the
take-
Museum of Illusions?
No, I have no idea what that is.
No, it's different.
I thought
Well, it's kind of like that.
I thought
I've
you-
seen some pictures.
I was so scared your parents took 10-year-old Abdallah on a trip to get like crack or something like that when you said
Oh.
drug.
No.
I was like,
Whoa.
hey, listen, you said drug trip. I was not. You said that sounded bad. Okay, that actually looks really cool. It's like
This is one of the places.
it's the kind of thing you leave from and everything looks black and white outside afterwards.
Yeah.
Whenever I was growing up, my dad would always put on birthday parties where we would do like what would you call it? Like kind of like track and field day birthday parties.
Mhm.
So he
I
would
know what you
always get like the tug of war rope, and we did bobbing for apples and um, water balloon fights, and
Ooh.
pretty much every year it was the same birthday party. But it was so much fun because you look forward to it every year, and
Mhm.
we would then have like all the girls would stay the night. We would have a tent out back, and we would all sleep in the tent. And so I have good memories of my birthday parties when I was younger.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know my mom and my family are really big about birthday parties, so we always do like a lot on birthdays. It's like my time of year for presents is Christmas, and then we get like a really cool birthday. So like it's not like the presents are as like up there with Christmas, but it makes up for it with the party.
Yeah.
For one of my birthdays, I went to Disney in Florida.
Okay, buddy, I'm talking about a fire station, and bro's like we're like talking about like, oh yeah, that's talking about, and bro's just sitting here. Bro's got the nuclear bomb in his back pocket, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just drop this later casually.
So you went to Disney World,
Yes.
and
We were there for a week. We did
a week. Did you go every day, like to
Yeah.
Disney World?
Not even just a
To, like,
weekend, a
every
whole
park.
week. Okay.
Oh,
They have Epcot.
they
okay.
have that many over there.
Epcot, Hollywood
Yes.
Studios,
No,
Animal
not Hollywood. Hollywood Studios in
Wait,
California.
the one in California.
Or
no,
Universal Studios, is that one?
no, and the one in Florida has Hollywood Studios.
Oh, I'm thinking of Universal.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you go to? Disney or Universal?
Disney.
Yeah, there's Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom,
Yeah.
Epcot. I don't know the last one. Maybe Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been to Disney World in California though, the different one, and I went to the Star Wars park is still my favorite. I love going there, and like even it's like just everything is immersive. Like I went to the bathroom, man, and on God, bro, I heard something crawling in the fake vents above me, bro. I know it was like a speaker, but like still. I'm taking a dump, and I don't exactly want to hear a 10-foot long lizard crawling in the vents above me. I'm trying to take a poo.
No, I've only gone to Magic Kingdom,
Mm.
but okay, me and my family, or no, me and my dad and my brother were in California last November, and we were about to do Disneyland until we thought of my sisters and stuff and how mad they would be that we did it without them. So we did not end up doing Disneyland.
Oh wow.
Gotcha.
But
Probably just shouldn't have told him. Okay, go ahead.
sorry, when we went to Disney, we went to I forget which park it was, but they had this new like Avatar world, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was new, but they had this like animatronic, and it was like 14 million worth, and we had to wait 2 hours for that ride, and it was like a little boat ride
Yeah.
that you like don't even have to buckle for. So it was.
Yeah, that Avatar ride is nice.
I mean, it's a good ride, but I don't know if I would wait 2 hours again like that.
Well, we had the fast pass,
Oh,
so you basically like set up a time to be on the ride, and then you go do whatever you want, and then at that time you come back, and they just let you ride on to the ride.
that's called like the Genie or something. It's like
Yeah, I don't know. When we went back in 2019. So at that time it was called the fast pass.
Oh.
Yeah, me and my family went in 2018. We had that, and it was way better than waiting in all those lines.
Yeah.
But don't you have to pay like a lot extra for that?
It wasn't a ton more, but
Probably a
it
ton more
is
now,
it
but-
is an extra price for that.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you get to save a lot of time. So
Yeah. You get to ride more rides and wait in line less.
And going to Disney now, like for my entire family, it'd probably be like $7K. Like it's expensive.
yeah, it's very expensive.
I think my best Disney experience was most ironically when I was stuck in a wheelchair, because as a disabilities I got to get the fast pass for every ride, man. I'm telling you, it was crazy. My mom has a friend that works at Disney, so not only did we have a friend who worked at Disney, but being in a wheelchair, I got the fast pass to every single ride, man, right to the front of the line every time. It was amazing.
Next time
The
I'm going to
only
Disney,
thing
I'm
that
gonna
good thing
break
that
my legs.
Yeah, the only good thing that came out of being in a wheelchair for 3 months was getting to cheat the lines at Disney World. That went crazy.
You know, it's funny because that's what we did. What I did, I was walking on my prosthetics at that time, and I could full on walk, but to get that, you know, and to be honest, we still had to pay for the fast pass, but it was a little cheaper though because I was in my wheelchair. But that's literally what I did. I was like, I just stay in my wheelchair,
Yes.
and so we got like a slight discount on our fast passes that we paid for.
It was probably better to be in a wheelchair anyway, because you would be walking a lot. On
Yeah,
those
well,
prosthetics.
I did. We went to Disneyland as well, and I didn't even like my wheelchair stayed in Colorado. I didn't even take my wheelchair with me. So, because I don't know, obviously you guys have never seen me up on my prosthetics, but I used to walk on prosthetics, and you know, I used to kill it. Like I didn't use no assisted devices. I had no crutches, nothing. I would just walk. I'd get up, sit down.
Oh, wow.
I even had a buddy of mine who got mad at me because I did a little shimmy shake in my prosthetics, and he was like, "How'd you do that, man?" I'm like, "You just got to work at it."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I did all of Disneyland in my prosthetics, and I will admit there was a couple times where one of the days we got a little scooter, but that was more so because like my youngest, my daughter Aaliyah at the time, she was only like 5, and so she was like, "Dad, I don't want to walk," and so we were like, "All right, cool, I'll just get the little thing." And to be honest, it did help me, but I wasn't afraid of walking.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the best age to go to like Disney World or Disneyland is like in between the ages of like, 9 and 13. Hear me out, because before then, they're too young, right? They're complaining and whining, right? And and when they get too old, like when they're older like me, I just got tired too fast, and I had to call it like early, a little not early, but like a few hours earlier than it closed, right? Because I was just tired and exhausted. And then so that's the best age. You know, they kids just go until they can't. Like they're like the park closes, like at the beach. You know, the kids just can play at the beach for like ever, and not get bored of it.
Yeah, even if I'm tired, I'm still pushing on. I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah,
It is
same
way too
here.
expensive to
Hey.
just be tired and leave early.
I'm the same way whenever it comes to like a buffet kind of place. Like one of my favorite places to go eat is it's like a Brazilian churrasco, I think it's called, and they come around with all the meat and they cut it off at your table.
Yeah, Brazilian
And I will
steakhouse.
like fast all day so that I can eat as much as possible.
Isn't that normal to like fast before you go to a buffet?
Well, I don't go to buffets.
But
ever.
They're so expensive, but they're so worth it. Those Brazilian.
Yeah, it's like $50 a person
Yeah,
nowadays.
no, there was
25,
for like
30,
Texas
something
State
like that.
No,
More?
for like a non-chain one like Texas State Brazil, that's okay. It's okay. But we went to this actual just like singular restaurant. Oh, it was like 75 a person. But oh my god, it was so worth it.
It can't be worth it.
No, it
$75 a person
it
to
was-
eat. Nothing is worth it for me.
No, it is.
It's not meant to be a belly filler. It's meant to be tasty at that,
Wait,
that
what
point.
was-
Like
what
if
was
you
the
want,
topic?
if you want a belly filler, go to like Cece's
Cool birthday
Pizza.
party.
Yeah,
Uh,
Cece's
we're,
Pizza
we're,
for
we're on
sure.
Brazilian steak. How do we get to Brazilian steak?
Oh,
on
not
a
only we
cool
off
birthday
topic,
party?
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
completed
Abdallah,
the
why
other
are you getting off
topic. We didn't
topic?
spin the wheel.
Yeah, Abdallah, why are you getting off topic?
No, I went there for my birthday. I'm just kidding.
I was like, oh, that's really convenient.
Remember, like, I think we
Aiden's ready to move to the next one.
All right,
He said,
Aiden.
"Let's spin the wheel." But it's not a bad idea. Let's spin it.
Yes.
All right, I'm pulling myself out of this topic. I'm like a disappointment. I have
Instruments
never
played?
played any instrument.
Skill issue.
Oh.
Okay, I'm kidding. I mean, I think as a-
Actually, I tried to play. It's like a Spanish guitar. It's called a cuatro.
a quattro,
Yeah.
like 4.
Yes,
Okay, gotcha. Does
and
it have 4 strings?
I'm pretty sure it does. I tried to play that, and I gave up on it about a week later. So,
Okay. I played the recorder in like 5th grade. That's what they made me play, and then I played the baritone, if you know what that is. I played it, or the euphonium, whatever you call it. It's like a mini tuba, if you don't know what it is. And then I played that for 6th grade, and then later my uncle has a trumpet. I tried playing that. It's much harder to play than the euphonium, and I struggled playing it. So as that, but is what it is.
Aiden, what about you?
I played piano for a little bit. I learned the song that goes do 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 do, but like at the most basic level. But right now I'm trying to get into drums and stuff.
Nice.
I did
What
also
kind of
play
drums?
piano.
Like acoustic or electric?
Just regular old
Whichever one.
drums.
Snare drums?
Okay, so acoustic.
Snare.
Yeah, that.
It's called acoustic, right?
I don't even know what they're called. man.
Acoustic snare
They're
drums.
drums. There you go.
Yeah.
I was just making sure I was saying it right. I was like, oh, I thought they were acoustic. Anyway.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I played the piano for a little bit. I learned how to play hot cross buns.
Yeah. What about you, Sean?
So when I used to go to public school, I tried to play the bass. It's a giant guitar, pretty much. But I wasn't able to, because
Was it too heavy?
no, I just didn't end up going to public school after that. So
Oh, so you didn't get to finish learning it.
yeah, and then I got gifted a glittery pink
Mhm.
electric guitar.
Your favorite color. Added some
Yes.
glitter.
Yeah. And I tried to play that for a little. Didn't go so well. Or I kind of got good at it, but then I kind of just quit and didn't play that again. And then tried to learn drums, and then tried to learn piano, and not
Crazy time.
none of those went well. So
Is this what you sounded like?
no,
It was like
no, it was just
Nice.
boom, 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 boom.
My sister plays a lot of. She knows that she's really good at piano. My grandma got her this piano like after a while, and she it's like it's this you can play songs through it, and it will show you like it has a little tiny little electric screen above the keys, right? So you can play songs you want, and you'll see like these little dots going down it. It's like an inch thick, but like you'll see the dots, and you have to press the keys when it reaches the bottom, and you can play the song, right? I would just be the one on the side pressing the ding, ding, like the single key or two, ding, ding, like that on the
That
background.
really sounds like it too.
Oh, thank you.
Have you played anything?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I have played the recorder in school, but that was just because we had to when I
Yeah.
was little. And then I do have a secret dream that I've never really told anybody, that I want to learn how to play the piano and also the fiddle, because my next door neighbors are they have a fiddle band, and they are like full time. That's what they do full time, is they
They
go around
fiddle full-time?
touring. They fiddle full time, and so they also teach people how to fiddle.
They fiddle around.
Yeah, they fiddle around. That's actually one of their songs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fiddling
I'm
around.
just smart like that, you know.
But anyway, because of them, like I see them playing it, I'm like, wow, that'd be so cool to learn. Yep. And yes, I would love to play the piano though. That'd be cool.
No, I am a disappointment for my family. Like, literally, I'm pretty sure every single generation of my mom's family has known how to play an instrument. My mom played the harp.
Harp's crazy. That's pretty cool though.
Your mom's a good singer too.
Yeah. My mom, well, she was supposed to go to music school, and then I can't remember why she didn't go.
Art,
But-
that's pretty cool though. I think
She's-
that's so cool.
She was supposed to go like music school in
Yeah.
Manhattan, I think. It was something like that.
Why? I have
but-
a question. Why not music school in Brooklyn?
What about Dallas?
My fault.
Because Dallas was across the state for us.
I'm messing.
Yeah. But literally every single person in my family for all generations not all generations, but for a while has known how to play an instrument or sung or did anything musical.
So my son Kyler plays the electric drums, and he's tried to teach me before, like little things, but I'm not that great.
I tried, like my school I went to, they had you try out for percussion only because only 10 people were allowed in, and I did not make it in. I have a good sense of rhythm, but copying beats I wasn't really able to like copy like the beats very well. So that was what it was that got me. So I ended up playing a baritone. I was kind of annoyed because That was like the second instrument they let me try, and they immediately put me on that because I could play the basic 3 notes on it. And I was like, I wanted to play the saxophone is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a saxophone player, but I liked playing baritone, but I struggled with the high notes. I like the really high, like the highest note, I couldn't play, so I ended up dropping down from first chair to no chair because I couldn't even finish the song. So that was unfortunate, but whatever.
Are we ready to spin the wheel?
No. Okay. You know what? I wouldn't want to say one thing. You know what sucked about my school? The first year that you got an instrument, they let you borrow it. Every year after that, you had to rent it or buy one yourself. And they had instruments at the school that you could rent, which was even more diabolical. Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Ooh, totally quotation marks.
Injuries.
Accurate injuries, aka exaggerated injuries.
Hold on, let's hear from Chelsea.
All right.
Okay. So I told this. So one time I got hurt, or I had a bone spur in my foot, and I had to have surgery. I had elective surgery because the bone spur was bothering me whenever I was running and working out and stuff, and I wanted to get the bone spur taken off so I could continue to do that without pain.
Wait, taken off or?
Well, surgically removed.
Oh, so
it was
it's
on my
like,
foot, like the top of my foot.
Wait,
so it would rub.
so like the bone was just useless or something like that? So you just had to remove the whole bone? Did you get it like the bone replaced?
No, it was like a little spur that came off the top of my foot, like a top of my the bone on my foot.
I just thought you said you
a little spur
removed.
like this.
Okay. I thought you said you removed one of the bones in your ankles, and I'm like, wait a minute,
No
you
way.
can do that? Like I can just remove my shins or something like that? Like that's okay?
I got a bone
We
implant.
got our knees done.
I'm like, I didn't realize we just didn't need certain bones in our body. Okay,
Well, I didn't need that little bone. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, like a little nub that goes at the top or something like that. Gotcha.
So anyway, I had this surgery done, and then I was like at McDonald's one time, and my kids were like playing.
McDonald's.
My kids were playing in the little play place thing there, and I climbed up in there like to play around with my kids when they were little, and this little girl was up there. And she said, "What happened to your foot?" And I looked at her and I was like, I got bit by a tiger. This little girl freaked out.
should have
started
told her-
crying
you
and
should've-
ran and told her mom, and it turned into this huge ordeal. And she came up to me and she's like, "Why did you tell my daughter that you get bit by a tiger?" And she was so upset with me, and I was just like,
Wait.
with her.
Did you at least
trying
play
to
into
be
the joke and
silly.
say I actually did get bit by a tiger?
No, but I was just trying to be silly, but
You
no,
should've made
it
her-
turned out to be a
You should have made her feel bad. Like, are you like telling me I'm lying? Like, are you like, is this being
Are you
ableist?
gaslighting
Like,
me?
I am disabled from being bitten by a tiger, and you are discriminating against me. I'm sorry your child is sad, but I am disabled. And just like went all out with it.
I would have personally kept going on with it. I actually did get bitten by a tiger, man. I went to the Amazon rainforest or wherever.
Amazon rainforest.
What are you doing there?
Bro, she's about
So,
to Google,
that's
do
my
tigers
story.
live in the Amazon rainforest, and then you're gonna get cooked, bro.
Anybody else have an exaggerated story?
I have a little one. It'll be quick and short, and it's funny. We were like at this festival, and this little kid. At that time, I was sitting down with my prosthetics on, and this kid had came up to me, and he was like, "What happened to your legs?" Right? And I was like, "I lost them because I didn't eat my vegetables."
That's a good one.
And he was like, and the parents like just looked at me, and the mom was like, she just threw me a thumbs up, and I was like, "So you better make sure you eat your vegetables."
That's good.
They just stopped working because he didn't have the vegetables, and the kid's gonna remember that for the rest of his life,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna
Yeah.
grow up and he's gonna realize that you don't actually he's gonna be like 32 and realize you don't actually lose your legs from eating vegetables.
Either that or that kid became a plant-based eater. 'Cause they were like, "I'm making sure I eat my vegetables."
Yeah, it reminds me of a story. So my mom and my parents. So my mom had 2 little siblings, right? And so when she was way young. Her and the middle child, they decided to go up in a tree with a bunch of ice, and when the youngest came out, they threw like little bits of ice on him and yelled out, "It's hailing!" And he ran back inside because they were like small fist-sized chunks of ice, and so he genuinely believed it was hailing too. Until he was like 22 years old, he thought that there was just a super bad hailstorm, and he only knew because there was at a family gathering, and he's like, "Y'all remember that really bad hailstorm at this time of year?" And my mom and the uncle just burst out laughing and tell him that they did it, and that's crazy. But a little off topic. So my craziest injury is knife fighting in Thailand. Right?
What?
I was in Thailand. That's my story. And that's actually not what happened.
Is this like an exaggerated injury?
Maybe.
Or-
It was an injury by a knife, but I was in Thailand, right? Walking the streets of Thailand as a tourist. These guys pop out of nowhere, right? I whip out the switchblade, and they whip their knives, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do mine too. And then so we start fighting, right? I take all of them out, and then all I get, I got a cut across my left knuckles, and I got a little stab on my right pinky finger. That's about it. Didn't even hit to the bone. So they call me that American guy in Thailand. Just drop that name, bro. Don't worry. They'll treat you. They'll leave you alone. They'll leave you alone.
This isn't for me, but when I was younger. Wait, are you still going on with the story?
I was gonna just tell the actual story. I was whittling a piece of wood, and I hit a knot, and my knife slipped and ran across my fingers. And then on the other hand, I was carving a pattern into it, like to carve. It was like a bigger piece of wood, so I was carving a pattern into it, and the knife folded on my pinky finger.
But whenever you're in
Quit
Thailand,
laughing at me, bro. That hurts.
just say you're that. He's that guy. When you go to Thailand, just say he's that guy.
Yeah. You definitely won't get mugged and beaten up. Definitely.
Just like call
That's
yourself like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something.
What's yours, Abdallah?
It's not for me, but when I was younger, my little cousin had a dead ant on her toe, and my cousins thought that it was a bee sting, even though no one ever got stung by a bee. Like you would feel it. Oh my God, they start freaking out, like full on yelling and crying. Oh my God, and until we all go back inside and we figure out it's just a little dead ant.
Ooh.
You know, those ants are annoying too. I learned like those ants, when they bite you, they just stay there until you get rid of them too. Like they
It
don't
never
just,
bit her. It literally was just laying there.
Oh.
It was dead.
She just stepped on the ant and then she got.
No, there was no pain involved.
Oh.
My mom said she stepped on a fin of a fish one time, and it went through her foot.
Oh. Fun. Okay.
I don't know if it's true.
Can
but
she
my mom
walk?
told me that. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, this
you
was
know
when
what
she
you
was
should,
little.
You should figure out
That
if
was
there's
a really
scar
big
or not,
fish.
because there would definitely be a scar from that. If
Well, I've never looked at the bottom of her foot before,
Okay.
and that
like if
I
she
haven't,
said
like,
it went
looked
all
or
the way through her
inspected.
foot, like poking out the other side.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I was little when she told me this, so I don't know if it's true or not. I need to follow up with my mom.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mom, you remember when you told me that story?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, what
just
what,
drew out of
what
my-
do we
I have-
mean?
I haven't told it to anybody, but so I was skiing, right? And my excuse for it was okay, well, hear me out. It was in Texas, right? But it was an artificial slope, and like it was a good slope, but it was made by someone who obviously didn't know anything about skiing, because it was. If you've ever been skiing before, this had the, from what I remember, this had the a slope angle of I believe a a blue slope, which is intermediate level, which the skill level goes bunny hills for like new beginners, intermediate beginner, and then easy, intermediate, hard, and then like double black, which is like professional. And so they had a slope with a steepness of an intermediate level paired with a 90-degree turn, where if you didn't hit the turn, you went off into a forest, off like a drop.
Ooh.
And people have gone off that drop before. So I was skiing down, right? It's been a long time since I skied. And the way this turf works, it's like, like fake grass, but they put like water and soap on it. Yes, which is different. Okay. And then I went down, I crossed my skis, and I slipped and fell. But what happened was I didn't cross my skis. There was a bunny ran across the field, and in order to not run over the bunny, right, I had to turn really sharply, which ended up making me fall and break my wrist.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is not exaggerated. That is like
Yeah, I saved the bunny though. It was all a noble deed. The injury was worth it. All right, guys. That's a really good, noble, heroic story to end on. All right,
Yes,
thank you so much
I
for.
do agree.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Wheel of Mysteries. Let's spin into the unknown. See you next time. Ka-chow.
Like and subscribe.